Hey y'all, this is Amanda and welcome back to my Texas Zone 8A garden, and I just pulled up into homegrown plants over in Farmersville, Texas. And today I'm going to do a tour of the nursery, show you what all they have out for the hottest part of the summer, and I'm going to pick up a few things for an upcoming project. Okay, so they have a lot of fans going inside the greenhouse to keep it nice and cool. So it might be a little loud, but y'all, it is the middle of July and look how much is available here. Absolutely stunning. So in this front area, they have a lot of display, which is beautiful. It's like a lot of vincas, verbena, coleus. This is a lot of their mixed containers. They have a lot of that at the front so that it's easier for you to come up with some different ideas. I'm drawn to this one over here that has Gomfrina in the center. How fun is that, y'all? That looks great. Now they have a lot of their big containers that they're known for. They have massive container plantings. And they're just massive containers that you can just buy, do nothing with. So this guy is $28.95, and these are those sun patients. Beautiful. Scaevolas over there. Usually their baskets are under 30. I really like all the coleus out here. This is fabulous. OMG. Look at this guy. Can you imagine some of these up on a porch for fall? So pretty. Let's see, these are hardy geraniums right here. A lot of y'all ask me where I get them. I get them from Homegrown. And this is one of their larger containers, and I don't see a price on it, but I assume it's around $28. These are your vincas. Very, very pretty. I really like this color right here. It's fun. Yeah, I'm really into all the coleus. Look at all this coleus, y'all. This is fun. So I'm trying to go slower this time because I do get some complaints about going too fast on my nursery tours. Sometimes I go fast because I don't want to show the faces of the people who are shopping here. Over here is, I believe, figs and raspberries, blackberries, things like that in this section. Looks like they do still have some bougainvilleas over here. I like these kind of like oversized ones. Aren't those interesting? Those are really pretty. And let's see how much the bougainvilleas are. I don't see a price. Oh, there's a price. Bougainvilleas are $34.95. A lot of beautiful trellis. This guy's kind of cool over here. did tell y'all the last time I was here that I thought their trellis was really expensive, really crazy. Okay, let's work our way. What is this guy? Oh, goji berry. Look at that. Goji berry. You can actually see the berries on it. That's neat. Something different. Looks like they have olive trees over here. That's cool. These are $75 each for the olive trees. Okay, so over here is the hardy geranium. We have lots of varieties here. And the citronella geranium is $12.95 each for a 6-inch. But this is where I buy my, I've never found it anywhere else in my area. This is where I buy it. Got some rosemary. What do we got here? Look at all this grass. I wonder what this grass is. It's fun. Looks like they have a deal on their vegetables right now. 50% off vegetables, quart size only. Excludes rosemary, lemongrass, and aloe vera. I bet this is lemongrass. Of course, they have tons of herbs. Looks like they have tons of peppers. And then over here is the succulent section. I believe their succulents are the best in the entire area, in my opinion. So succulents are $3.95 for each of the quart plants. And they have the most variety that I've ever seen. And I think the prices are just phenomenal. So if you're looking for succulents, this is a place to do. Now, these larger plants are far more expensive, but still absolutely beautiful. And a lot of their succulents, even in their quarts, can be divided up. I mean, these are nice, full, beautiful plants for $3.95. Oh, these are fun. They almost look like some kind of like sea plant that would be at the bottom of the ocean. And see, when you're picking succulents, you pick plants something like this because you buy the whole plant for $3.95, but then you cut this guy off and cut this guy off and start 2 new plants. So you have 3 for $3.95. That's the thing I really like to look for when I'm looking at succulents. Okay, over in here they have a lot of pottery, and it looks like they've sold a lot of it. This used to be filled with pottery in the spring. Apparently they're doing really well in their pottery. All right, so over here we're starting to get into some of the annuals. Let's all take a moment to obsess over this plumosa fern. OMG, look at how lacy and beautiful. Once my shade garden's set up, this is the kind of stuff that I would like to have in it. Very whimsical, light, airy, fun. I'm looking to see if I can see a price on them. I don't like this one as much as I like the other one. I don't know why I'm having a hard time finding prices, but I don't see a price on that one. I believe when I saw them in the spring, they were in like the $70 to $80 range. Just look at that plant. Oh, it's so pretty. Okay, I believe this is I'm sorry, I drew a mind blank. Purslane. That's pretty. Gansia. All the baskets of purslane over here. I love purslane at this time of year. It prospers. This basket is $20. It's a good size basket. I also love this variety of purslane. I think it's so fun. These are so fun for the summer. They're so bright and happy. Looks like we have Bacopa over here. It's good for hanging baskets. I don't think it does as great in the heat, but it will rebloom in the fall. Icicles, I've grown this before, and it will produce yellow flowers, and it is especially loved by painted lady butterflies. These are $4.95 per quart, and this stuff is just so fun and beautiful. This is a fun plant, and it's a perennial for me, or at least it has been for me. Got moss roses. I'm not a fan of moss roses in hanging baskets. They never look right for me. I like that look right there. But they're a great drought tolerant plant to have at this time of year. I prefer to buy them like this in the quartz and put them as ground cover. These are $4.95 each. I will say this is absolutely beautiful. Here you have your shrimp plant, which is such a fun plant. These are typically an annual 2 foot by 2 foot. They're $5 per quart. But look at these blooms. How fun and funky are those? Love them. Do you have azuratum over here? It likes morning sun only. It's an annual, blooms in spring and fall. It's great for cool season, so you could go ahead and start working this into your garden now, and it would be ready to go for fall. Have some verbena. Pretty. I like that color. Scaevola over here. Looks like they've cut back a lot of their scaevola, and so all of this will bounce back. I just cut back some scaevola in my garden, and so they've cut it back, which is good. Oh, look at this paprika color of purslane. I love it. I'd like to put this in some hanging baskets. That's the project I'm looking for. Is this purslane or is this Abertinia? I think it's purslane. I don't see a label anywhere. The leaves look like purslane, but the flowers look like Abertinia. Oh, look at these guys. Oh, so pretty. What are you? Let's see if I can get in here. Okay, all these are grown together so much. Let's see if I can get a plant out. And if I can, these are, it just says double pink. Oh my gosh, I'm obsessed with that. My friend Krista would love that too. Look at some of these Bougainvillea pots. Hanging pots. These are fabulous. Love the color. This is purslane. It's calling it purslane. Okay, good to know. They still have lobelia out here. Morning sun blooms spring to fall. So here's a bunch more of their annuals. So we have lantanas here, pentas, Fences are so fun during the summer. I love pentas. They're just such a fun plant. Mine tend to get eaten up by some type of moth. They love them, and they will absolutely shred those plants, but the plants come back, so it ends up being fine. Here's tons of coleus, and they're smaller, so a flat, which I believe is 18 plants, is $19. They have a ton of varieties. Some more lantana over here, the yellow. I believe this is the variety that is an annual in our area. It's like gold struck or something like that. It's a variety. More lantana. We have begonias, shade loving. We have caladiums, which are really pretty. Now I believe these are $6.95 per container, per quart. They're putting off their flowers. You don't want your calla lilies to flower like this because they'll stop producing leaves because they'll focus on producing seeds instead. Caladium. So yeah, $6.95 each. Super pretty. I love this variety. I also love this variety right here. Super pretty. This one's pretty too. Subtle pinks. I'm really drawn to the whites. I guess because I envision putting this in like a light colored area, like a dark area, like on my porch. And so I really like the idea of the light colors. Okay, so let's go to the other side over here. They are watering, so I'm going to try to stay out of their way. Okay, so lots of the sweet potato vine here in the traditional green and purple. And sweet potato vine, you get each individual cup is $3.95. That's a little pricey in my opinion for a sweet potato vine. And one flat, which is 18 plants, is $27. And then it looks like they have a ton of the Angelonia. Their Angelonia, this is all Angelonia. It's not blooming right now. But you can see this whole row is Angelonia right here. And if you give Angelonia a trim back, then it tends to rebloom. But this is traditionally what the Angelonia plant's going to look like. And Angelonia, they call it the summer snapdragon. But I do feel like you have to deadhead it in order to keep it going. So $18.95 per flat of 18. And then here's your Vinca upright, and it's $18.95 for 18 plants as well. I try not to get in their way while they're. And then Mexican heather. This is really good for right now in the sun. This stuff will bloom and bloom and bloom. In fact, I had some of this over winter and come back one time. It's very inexpensive, great one for some color. $16.95 per flat. Have tons of marigolds. Now, y'all know I'm not buying marigolds from the nursery. I'm growing my own this year, which is super fun. More sweet potato vine. Over here, it's moss rose. Don't love moss rose. Not my favorite, but y'all know. Now, over here's a ton of zinnias. And don't be discouraged when you see things like this, right? Because if you take these zinnias and you deadhead them, they're going to come back. So you can even come in here. Now, their flats are $18.95 each. You do not have to get the mixed variety. You can put together your own flat. So if you're like, I really want all the pink ones, you can pull all the pink ones together in your own flat. That's not a problem. The zinnias, you can still plant these now. There's lots of things that you can still plant right now in the North Texas area, and zinnias are one of the top of my list. Okay, so we're still in another annual section, and these are a little bit larger containers. So let's talk more about what you can plant right now. So plumbago is a really fun annual to plant. Sometimes if we have a mild winter, it will come back. And this is the dark blue plumbago. So this is a really fun one to plant right now and have really pretty light, beautiful color. These are 25 each, and I believe that's a 2-gallon container right there. Here's your mandeville vines. Here's more shrimp plants, but then the red. I don't love the red as much as I love the yellow. Y'all tell me what you think. The red's not my favorite. I don't know. I'm just not into it. But you can plant shrimp plants right now. Over here is Purple Queen, and it is $24.95. Now, the thing about buying a Purple Queen plant like this, you can plant this right now and it will do really well in heat. So you buy this size, and you can buy this up to 3 or 4 plants. So you get a lot of bang for your buck regarding that. Looks like they've started getting out all their fountain grass. So these are large fountain grass. I think these are 3-gallon containers. They are $31.95 each, but they're really, really pretty. I don't like to plant containers this big. Y'all know how I am, but these look really good. These are beautiful. Over here we have the cordyline grass, which is really pretty. And it looks like it is $9.95 each. That's a really great price for cordyline. Now you can still plant tropical hibiscus and have some really bold, beautiful color in your garden right now. Absolutely beautiful. And the hibiscus are $14.95 each, and that's a 1-gallon. Here's a bunch of Angelonia up front. You know how I told you all those other ones over there need to be trimmed back? This is what it actually looks like when it's blooming. Very, very pretty. Looks like we have Persian Shield over here. It's a personal favorite. It is $9.95 per gallon, and look at this. Absolutely gorgeous. My neighbor planted some last year. It's stupid beautiful. Absolutely love it. Now, I don't know what this is. What is this? This is a sweet potato vine variegated. Heat tolerant, full sun, 24 to 36 inches, $7.95, variegated. All right, so let's see some of this variegation. Okay. I have never seen them sell this before. I'm not gonna lie, I'm probably going home with it. Look at this. That is so pretty. I've only ever seen the traditional green and purple. All right, sweet potato vine variegated, y'all. I'm gonna bring some of that home. Love it. Tons of coleus. These are the 1-gallon coleus, and their 1-gallon coleus is $7.95. Look at the size of these plants, though, y'all. Look at that guy, $7.95. This is the place to go for your coleus. So many varieties, so beautiful. Love it. Love it so much. Oh, I love this with the watermelon color. This would look great in yards right now. And I have found that coleus can do fine in the sun as long as it is very well watered. Oh, I like this. This reminds me of the Wicked Witch by Proven Winners. So pretty. Tons of coleus. Now I just want to plant a bunch of coleus. Oh, I love coleus. It's such a fun plant. We have a lot of begonias over here. Okay, let's walk over. This is more of the Proven Winner section. Now, this is an Angelonia. I planted this last year, and I do love this particular variety of Angelonia. It is called Wedgwood Blue. And let me show you some of these flowers. They are so delicate and so beautiful. And this guy bloomed and bloomed and bloomed, and then I would trim it back and it would bloom and bloom and bloom again. Tons of scaevola. All of their proven winners, I believe, are $12.95 a gallon. I believe that's correct. They still have proven, these are proven winners annuals. Okay, so these might all be $8.95. I think it's their perennials at $12.95. So we still have lots of Super Petunias. These are Super Petunia Fuchsia and Super Petunia Bubblegum. There's still time to plant these. I would not plant them with full flowers. I would cut them back significantly if you're going, I'd cut them back to about like 6 inches tall if you're going to plant these now, and make sure they're well watered and well fed. And this is some of their lantana varieties. I've been growing a lantana this year for proven winners. It's one of their yellow ones. But lantana is still a great thing to plant right now. Loves the heat. Here is dichondra. This is a Silver Falls. And these are super fun. These are really great for baskets. The Diamond Frost Euphorbia. It's looking really good. Tons more Angelonia. The dark kind of purple blue. And the pink. But the Wedgwood is still my favorite. So this over here is their salvia, and you can definitely still plant salvia. This is Rockin' Fuchsia, and this is an annual in my area, and it's got super fun blooms. Their double up begonias are looking really good. I'm wanting to plant some more of these. I'm going to be doing a refresh on my front porch, and I believe their begonias can take sun. Let me get over here. Yeah, all their annuals are $8.95. Proven winners, 8 annuals. I believe theirs can take sun or shade. All their annuals are $8.95 per proven winners. This looks like we have some Kaffia over here. These, what are these? Are these Vinca? Let me read. These are Swarwick. Yeah, Vinca. Tiny Vinca, light purple. Look how petite and tiny. Those are cute. Have a couple of different colors of Vinca. Over here we have the Blew My Mind, and this is an Evolvulus. And I just planted a bunch of Evolvulus that's doing really well in a container. This is stunning. This blue is absolutely gorgeous. These are very healthy, gorgeous plants. Full sun. They love the sun. These are great. I like them. Here's some of their sweet potato vines. This is Proven Winners sweet potato vines. Sweet Caroline Upside Black Coffee. These are dramatic and beautiful. These are some more. Oh, look at these. Sweet potato vines. This is a pretty color combination. Sweet Caroline Sweetheart Red. I like the sweet potato vines. Those are pretty. I like how delicate some of them are. Look at that guy. Look how sweet and delicate the leaves are. This is Sweet Caroline Upside Key Lime. And I believe the upside ones are the ones that they have that will grow up, like a vine will grow up a trellis. Here is Proven Winners Sweet Caroline Sweetheart Jet Black. Those are stupid gorgeous. Wow, y'all, look how dark that is. Absolutely gorgeous. Sweet potato vines you can definitely still plant right now. They'll do great in your garden. Okay, let's move on to the perennial area. Okay, moving on. This area we have ice plant. You can definitely still plant ice plant now. It's not my favorite. Lemon ball sedum. Oh my gosh. I planted some of this in my friend Cindy's yard and it's looking just stupid gorgeous right now. Let's see, catmint. You can still put in perennials now. You can still put in so much in my area right now. You just really have to make sure that you're watering and taking care of it. That is the key. So we have Coreopsis. It still does really great at this time of year. I believe these might be daisies of some type, Shasta daisies. I just recognize the leaves. I know they don't have any flowers on them, but I believe that's what they are. Artemisia, absolutely beautiful. Love Artemisia. It feels like chenille when you touch it. And it loves full sun, perennial, and it's $10 for this. So pretty. They do have, it looks like, some Joe Pye weed over here. I planted some this year. Now, I planted the short one because this is the tall one. I planted the short Joe Pye weed. I think it's called Little Joe. But here's the tall one. And if you want something that is going to do really well in this area, it's perennial and you can cut it for flowers. Joe Pye weed is a really fun option. Looks like they have lots of yarrow left. That's looking really good. Over here is a gaillardia or a blanket flower. Oh my gosh, that color is just gorgeous. It is called Spin Top Red Blanket Flower. Look at that for summer. Now these are bigger containers. These are your 2-gallon containers, so they are $19.95. Here's your smaller Purple Queen. You can still, this is such a cheap plant. You can still divide this in half and get 2 plants out of 1 container. Over here, these are these Mexican petunias. Y'all tell me what these are, because I don't see a label. Okay, over here we have our meteor showers verbena. This stuff is great, y'all. Plant it one time, it reseeds itself over and over and over again. You'll love it. Pollinators love it. Great bang for your buck. Lots of coneflower over here, and y'all know my new obsession with coneflowers. These are only $9.95 per quart. Oh, these are gallons actually, per gallon. I'm obsessed with coneflower right now. It loves the summer heat. We have Homestead verbena. You can still get your verbena to bloom now. You just have to give it a little shade back, trim back, and give it some fertilization. Should do good. More blanket flower. Look at that blanket flower though. Look at that. How fun are you? This one's called Mariachi Copper Sun. Ooh, I could smell that society garlic before I even got here. Butterfly bush. Guara. More salvia. Lots of canna lilies. These are $12.95 per container. They're great for summer. Look how big this is. So even when you don't have blooms, you have these beautiful leaves. So pretty. Look at this coral color back here. Love it. So pretty. Alright, let's go to the other side. I came here early in the morning so that I wouldn't bother other people. I actually dropped my daughter off. She's getting her hair done. And so I decided to run over here. Garden Fox is still available. $9.95 for a gallon. It's looking good. Over here we've got the lavandula stone. What are you? It's a Spanish lavender. Very pretty. $9.95. Several varieties of lavender. I don't buy lavender, y'all. I kill it over and over and over again. So I feel like I'm just literally throwing money away when I have it. Here's a really great plant for hummingbirds and pollinators. Your vermillionaire. It's a Coffea hybrid. It does come back. Over here we have a lot more yarrow, and these are very healthy looking plants. No blooms right now. You can still go ahead and plant them. So over here we're going to have some perennials, and then over on the left we're going to have some grasses. So this is called leadwort hardy plumbago. Makes great ground cover. Let's see what a picture of this looks like. So it kind of just has purple spires coming up. Lamb's ear. Very pretty. I think this is Greg's mist flower. Yeah, there you go, guys. Greg's mist flower. Very pretty. It will grow like crazy in your area. We've got several other Turk's caps. I do see some pink, and I did plant pink this year. I see some pink plants peeking out. This is great during the summer. Turk's cap is $9.95 per gallon. Daylilies. Veronica is looking rough. Yikes. Over here we have balloon flower in white and purple. And look at the really pretty pink. I tried to grow pink balloon flower from seed once. It did not go well. I like balloon flower. Astra pink. Super pretty. Love those. They are pretty on this area, and they are $9.95 per gallon as well. Here's a variety of pentstemons. Not many are blooming right now. And then over here is their varieties of grasses, which I'm actually not going to get into at this moment. Now over in this section they have a ton of houseplants, and I'm not going to get into that with y'all. Houseplants aren't my thing. Y'all know it. We all know it. But I do want to come back down here and show you the Apertinia baskets over here. And you can see why I kind of confused that purslane with this. But look how pretty these look. The Apertinia baskets are just gorgeous. I love them. So pretty. These are $20 per basket. I mean, look at that variegation. Oh, love them. This one. So pretty. Their hanging baskets are amazing. The prices are really great, and their baskets are always really full. You're not going to get some weak little basket with like 2 plants in it. They're always just draping over. Absolutely gorgeous. Let's go down a couple of rows. We'll check out some more. So our hanging bougainvilleas. Mandeville vines. Baskets of lantana to your left. I know that it's time for me. I'm struggling with my speaker. I know it's time for me to get better equipment. Yeah, but I just have a hard time spending money on technology as opposed to plants. I know some of y'all can commiserate with me on that. I'm obsessed with this purslane, y'all. Obsessed with it. Love it. These are fun. Look at those guys. Ooh, what are you? This is a chenille plant, and it's $19.95. Those are super cool. Oh, what are these? Ooh, what are you? OMG, y'all. What are you? Y'all are probably already screaming at me that you know the name. I can't find a price. Why can't I find a price? Ah, what are you? Here we go. Hederica, $19.95. Can we just take a minute to look and appreciate those? Those are stunning. Wow. Wow. I'm obsessed. Those are gorgeous. Oh, these spider plants or airplane plants look really good up here too. These are $19.95 per basket. So pretty. Sun to part shade. Look at these begonia baskets, y'all. Can you see how big that is? It's like 3 feet tall. See, there's the bottom of the basket, and there's the top of the basket. And they are $30 each. Wow. Wow. I love those. I might get one of those. Okay, I'm just obsessed. There's so many pretty things here. I love vining plants. So all these vining baskets are really fun to see. I assume this is some variety of pothos. It just says hanging basket, $20. Wow, look at that. So fun. Okay, you guys, it's getting really hot. I've got to go back and pick my daughter. So let me go ahead and gather up what I'm going to get. And not to be remiss, y'all know I never go to all of homegrown, but here's all this bunch of plants and shrubs back here. And then let me give y'all a view. You know they grow most of their own plants, which is why the prices are so spectacular. But let me give you an overview of their space. So they own all this land out here. But they have tons and tons and tons and tons of greenhouses. And you can see it tops out, it goes over there. There's tons over there. So when they're growing their own plants, that's why like things like their coleus are such phenomenal prices. Okay, let me walk it out. If you guys want to spend an afternoon, now you're going to be sweating, but there are fans. If you want to spend an afternoon picking through plants that you can still plant at this time of year in Zone 8A, North Texas, you need to come by Homegrown, check it out. People are super friendly. And if they can't answer something for you, they will find someone else to answer it for you. They're not just gonna leave you hanging. This is not a pretentious nursery. And y'all know what I'm talking about when I say pretentious. So it's not uppity, and it's not a place where you can't go and ask questions. There's no such thing as silly or dumb questions here. They are happy to answer and to help you. And so this is a nursery you can definitely feel really confident about. Now, they do not endorse me anyway. I get no discount. I get nothing for telling y'all to come here. It's just my own pure joy of this nursery. It brings me so much joy. There is a bathroom, just so y'all know. It's a nice bathroom too. Okay, so I came over to the shade just to wrap up this video. So I am going to be picking up some plants. I'm not going to show y'all what I'm getting this time because they are for a couple of upcoming projects. But I did want to just tell you guys, it's hard to find a lot of plants in our area at this time of year. So I'm always really grateful for nurseries, you know, small nurseries like this that have a bunch, well, they're not small, but they are a small business that have a lot to choose from and that I feel so comfortable and good at. So if you have time, stop by this nursery, check it out. I'm excited too. I'm going to wrap this up and go pick out everything that I am going to be using for the project. Super excited to be doing that. But as always, make sure you hit that subscribe button and that notification bell so you know my latest videos are up. And make sure you check me out on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. As always, she's a mad gardener or decorator or anything else that she wants to be. Thanks, y'all. All right, heading to the checkout.